Hey guys, we're live. We are good to go.
Awesome. Let's go. So many new people today.
Yep.
Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the site. If you have any issues, just let us know as well. We can, we take feedback very good here. So, but overall, we're excited to see everybody here. Like I said, we do play this game every day, Monday through Friday, usually 3:30 to 4:30 Eastern time, or what is that, 12:30 to 1:30 Pacific time. So anywhere in between, like I said, we play this Monday through Friday. It is a game. You can win up to $1,000. You can enter as many times as you want, as long as you have the tickets. You can get obviously plenty of tickets by doing lots of things on the site. Make sure you guys are getting your daily login rewards. It's a little fire symbol at the top middle. It's right there. You can click on that, get your daily login rewards. Obviously, if you're brand new, you won't get that till tomorrow. You can also get free tickets for every time you hit the referral link at the top near the ticket. If you click on that, it says get your referral link. You copy your referral link. You can post that in your Discord. You can post that to family, anywhere, really, your socials. Anytime somebody signs up, you get 5 extra entries as well, which is awesome. And then past that too, you can still get 10. You get 10 entries just by enabling notifications. You get 1 for following us on Twitter, 1 for following us on YouTube. And obviously, you can always, again, like I said before, referral a friend, and those are unlimited. So if you refer 4 friends in a day, you get 20 tickets. That's pretty awesome. And like I said, you can enter more than once. So if you want to play the prediction game, you can, enter above Delta. Where we're at right now, like 472, you can enter, say, like 485. And then if you want to go below that, maybe 465, you can cover both scenarios. You can almost guarantee yourself, some money. Once you hit $25, you can start cashing out. Though on the same day, usually it's within a few days or whatever. Once you cash out, you'll get your money. We just switched over to Stripe, so it makes it a little bit easier. You can connect and go through there. We did have it through PayPal, but PayPal was giving us issues of paying out, brand new user accounts that were making accounts to get paid out. And we're also soon going to have gift cards you guys can check out with like 2,000 different gift cards. Some of those could be like Amazon or whatever it may be. So it'd be super simple to do that. Like I said, if you want to make a prediction, go down, click on make a prediction. Just remember, you are making a prediction for 4:30 Eastern PT. 4:30, not 4 o'clock at market close. We're talking 30 minutes after. Meta is already going to post their earnings, and then obviously the stock's either going to go up or down. I guess there is a chance it always just stays flat, but I doubt that's going to happen. Obviously, yesterday we're Microsoft. We've seen a swing down from 422 down to like 389 or something like that. So a big swing on the delta on the downside there, which is always fun to see, because I think that makes the game more interesting. Somebody who's like super bearish and like I don't think they're going to hit whatever it may be on earnings, kind of sinks, and you're right at that point. Or you can be super bullish and obviously be right as well. We've had many stocks that went bullish after market as well. Well, yeah, welcome everyone.
Welcome
Everyone.
everyone.
We can have everybody introduce yourselves, and like I said, we're bullish or not today. Honestly, the market's been so crazy today that I'm like over here, like, I don't know. Honestly, to me, at least when it comes to Meta, is like, how much money are they burning right now still? So if they're burning money like crazy, especially on their, AI side, then, I think the markets might look at that a little hastily. But also if their ad sales come through really, really well, I think that also could lift the stock, and then we can see a delta on the upside. So that, I think that's the biggest 2 things for Meta is that where is ads going right now? Ad sales, because they're expected to rise. So if they do rise, that's great. And then also, what's the focus on their AI roadmap / cost? I think that's the biggest ones to be looking for with Meta today. Obviously, you guys might have your own opinions, so I'll let you guys speak on that.
Yeah, Jason, I think before we get into that, I think we have a whole bunch of new people today who are
Yep.
watching. And so you want to just quickly maybe share your screen and just show
Yes,
people
I
how
will
to
do that.
enter.
Yep, I'll share my screen real quick, guys. That way you guys can see everything from our end. Let's go to share screen. Let's see. Select the window. Firefox allow. There we go. So, guys, if you guys are on stocks.com, I'm sure you're seeing this right now. But if you're on stocks.com, all you got to do is come over here to make prediction. Once you sign up, at least, you make prediction right here. Let's just say you're bullish on the stock today. So let's just say it's going to be, let's say you're thinking, let's just say 485. 62. That's your prediction for 30 minutes after market close, guys. So once time, it says time left to bid right here. Once that time left to bid is gone, that means you have 30. It's 30 more minutes before we predict. Obviously, do the prediction or make the prediction. And then obviously, if you came in within that zone of delta, you can either come in first place or last place. Hopefully, you're not last place. Let's hope for that. But you hit make prediction, and it'll pop up with some confetti that falls down, and it'll pop up in the chat where you made that bid. And like I said, I'll run through this really quick one more time. You get more entries. You get your login streaks right here. You click on this every day. You can claim. And as you do more, you get more and more tickets that way. Also, you can enable notifications here for 10 extra entries. And follow on Twitter for 1 extra entry. Subscribe on YouTube for 1 extra entry. And then obviously refer friends. You can click here and copy your referral friend link. And you can post that wherever you want to. It could be your Discord. It could be your socials. It could be anywhere. It'd be family. Doesn't matter to us. But every time somebody signs up, you get 5 extra entries, which is super awesome. And again, it allows you guys to enter more than once. So let's just say you only have 1 ticket today. You could get a lot more tickets by doing those simple things. You'll be able to enter multiple times. We already have almost 1,200 predictions on the day today. I think we're going to break 1,500 before the live streams, before the predictions are done. And then we go into the 30-minute waiting period for the 4:30 time. And that's when everything will be announced and who the winners are. You'll see it'll pop up confetti and fall down, and you'll see the winners. And it'll also show you where you're at within the winner area. All right. Let me go away from the share there. I don't want there forever be a ending loop there. But super excited to have everybody here today. We have a few content creators with us as well. Excited to have you guys here. Man, what's up, discussion? And
what's going on, man?
Here with us as well today, which is awesome. Yep. We have Murdy here as well. He's also the founder. So make sure you guys give Murdy lots of love. Without him, none of this would be possible. And then we also have William here as well. William's been holding it down since he's been here, especially on the social side, which has been awesome for us. It's good to have somebody, holding down the social side and social aspects. So if you guys are on socials and you guys are interacting with us, you're probably interacting with William there.
Yeah, and William will also start running the operations for the daily game going forward. So if anything breaks, call him. Don't call me.
Yeah. Don't fuss at me and Murdy. Just fuss at William here. Let's go. So I guess we can start this off obviously with Meta. I was already going into it a little bit there. I think right now, like with Meta, I can probably pull up something really quick, but I think with Meta, at least, I think a lot of people, and I'm sure people in chat that are invested in Meta or looking to maybe swing trade Meta or looking for some options really quick. I think again, the main data points for me when I'm looking at them right now is obviously we want to see ad sales go up 100, we want to see those go up. We want to see what's the AI spending, looking right now, because obviously we've seen Meta dump a lot of money in that side and on the virtual side as well. They've been spending like bukus of money on that side. So I think people are cautiously waiting, are we spending less or more or whatever. Right. So I think that's one of some of the bigger things we're looking at here. So yeah, let's see. What do you guys think about that?
Man, what was it? 350,000 H100 chips?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Wow.
It's a whole lot there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess this is like this reminds me of just like creating super teams in the NBA. That's what it puts me in the mind of.
No, 100%. Yeah, they spent a ton of money the last, especially the last few quarters over the last couple of years, really, into this space. And obviously it seems like every time they're digging in with a bigger shovel. I think people are looking for a good ground to okay, what's this spending going to look like? Or is it continue to grow? Or are they going to continue spending tons of money into the AI side, which I don't think is a bad idea. It's just as much money as they've been throwing into it, and it's been going into the fire. Because I do feel like for a few years there, at least a good year, they were just wasting money. It was just going out the wayside there. And I think, obviously we've seen, Meta really fall there for a little while. That's when I honestly started investing into Meta myself. Is once I see Meta fall like super far, I was like, well, this isn't going to be a long-term thing because Meta's been around for so long. They have so much, especially in terms of like their ad spend, at least.
Yeah.
When it comes to people buying, and obviously, I guess on the ad sale side, I didn't see Meta going anywhere. So that's the reason, like when it fell so far, I was like, man, this is like a really good zone to buy in. And then obviously, if something happens, I could always stop out and sell it before I got too far down. But it seemed to be a good thing so far. They've done I think they've done almost a 180 to where they were, at least. But I still have some caution myself, like even at the I guess the dollar amount it is right now with how much they're going to be spending in their AI side.
Yeah, I was doing some research on them, and it's kind of interesting how Zuckerberg is like playing the long game with AI, which I think is kind of smart because like his ad revenue through Facebook and Instagram, I think that's like and I think that's only going to grow too. I think that's only going to grow. Like if you look at their quarterlies, like what did he beat him by like 7 billion in Q1 this year versus Q1 last year.
Yeah.
And it was like 131 billion in revenue last year.
Yep.
And that's insane. Like and that contributed to like 98% of Meta's revenue, I think. I read in one article.
No, it's quite a bit.
Yeah. I kind of see his game a little bit. It's very interesting. He's kind of like, that's like his passive income almost. And like that allows him to like work towards AI. That's like kind of
no, for sure
right now. And I get it. It makes sense to me anyways. Like I like it.
No, I just wish they shut down their VR business. I think
that's one thing I hate. Like the VR business is so bad. Like just stop it. Like right. Like I feel like Apple's so ahead of the game. Like I don't like, again, for me at least, when I'm looking at the business, like VR, I feel like I like AR better than VR. Like why do I need, I feel like AR is just miles ahead, and I think just way better than VR. And I think it will ever be, honestly. I think they just wasted so much money into VR. It's like he doesn't want to give it up now because he's wasted so much money into it. But at a certain point, you got to be like, okay, like this isn't working. Let's just, flip switch and head a different direction instead of just, again, like we talked about before, kind of shoveling in the money just over and over again.
1.9 billion last year in revenue with VR, which is like 1.5% compared to what his ad revenue was.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And I know he's putting in more effort than like 1.5%,
I agree with that too. They spend a ton of money on it, like way too much money. And like I said, like I'm down with them spending money in AI. Like I'm fine with that, like whatever. But like, okay, let's just stop the VR side then. Because again, I think they've wasted way too much money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like, let's just look at last year at this time. Like Meta, obviously, like I think they saw earnings of like $2.98 on revenue and like of 31.9 billion during the same period last year. But I think right now this year for this earnings, their expectation is $4.74 on revenue of 38.3 billion, which obviously the earnings per share, like I wouldn't say doubled, but it's almost to $5. It was almost at $3. That's a pretty good little jump. But again, it's just what scares me the most about Meta is the same old. How much cash are they burning to try to get their VR system good? Which again, I think they should have went with AR anyway, but they never did. And then obviously on top of that, their AR and the AI side. It just kind of scares me like bad. I'm like, man, I don't want to get caught up in him shoveling too much money or feeling like he's shoveled so much money he can't stop now. He's a smart guy, like 100%. Like he's a super smart guy. But and then like I said, I think he's a good CEO. But I think at some point you got to cut your losses on certain things.
I almost see a little bit of and I am probably going to get some backlash for this, but I almost see a little bit of Elon in him. As much as they rival, I almost see a little bit of that.
They're both smart. Like I said,
you guys remember the autistic theory, the autistic.
Yeah. It's honestly true though, right? Like it still goes back to that too. Like again, they both, like obviously Elon thinks out of the box. Zuck thinks out of the box a lot too. So like again, when I'm looking at Zuck, again, he loves to he's put a lot of time and effort into his, I guess, physical self being. because the guy's big now, right? I don't know if you guys have seen him lately, but he's
and he wears a
putting on
gold
muscle
chain
like crazy too. It's what I'm saying. He's putting on muscle too now. Like, you know, like he's a crazy one when it comes to like his things are everywhere. He's a smart guy.
You guys want to hear a crazy Zuck story?
Yeah. Let's hear a crazy Zuck story.
It would be nice if Ali was here to tell it. Ali tells it better, but Ali's my co-founder / brother at Stonks. So this was many years ago. When I was in college and Facebook was 1 year old.
Yeah.
Right. So this is year 2004 or 5, and we had started a company called iVenster, which was doing events on college campus. And we had this growth loop that Facebook allowed you to export your friends list. And so we let people log in with Facebook, import their friend list, and then invite people to iVenster.
Oh, wow.
And so we started growing like crazy, and Facebook didn't like it. They shut the feature down. But then part of that, we we started talking. And so we flew out to Palo Alto where they had their office. And this is literally like Facebook was 6 people at that point, 6, 7 people. And so we went to visit them, basically and we were like, hey, Mark, listen, why don't you just tell us like what your roadmap is? And like, we won't do it. Like, we don't want to get crushed by you. And I mean, Facebook was at 1 million users at this point. And this guy was still an asshole when the company was literally 1 million users and 7 employees. And he's like, nope, we will not tell you, and we will instead destroy.
Dang, that's crazy.
Right? Like, this is him at like, I don't know how old was he? He was probably like 18 at the time or 19.
Yeah. He's cutthroating on that then.
Like, and then this guy was so petty that as we were leaving, they had these little like penguins that they had just put in a server, an order for like 50 Linux boxes. And so for every Linux box they bought, their hosting company gave them a little stuffed penguin. You know, the penguin is the logo for Linux. And so they went on their roof of this Palo Alto building, which is a little Chinese restaurant there now or something. And they started like throwing these like stuffed animals at us. And apparently they would do it for the girls who were walking down to try and hit on the girls. On Palo Alto on University Avenue. So if you guys know, University Avenue is like sort of the place in Palo Alto where most of your tech companies are founded, like Google, Palantir. It's like this very iconic little street downtown Palo Alto. So yeah, this guy was just as ruthless when he was, 18, 19 years old. And so that autistic, I think, trait has really carried over years later. Sure.
No, that's crazy though. That's a wild story. I mean, obviously you have like a, that was, many years ago, but like you still have like a, firsthand, like, like I've always heard he's somebody like, if he likes it, he likes it. If he don't, he don't. Like, he's just like, nope. So again, like you said, like, I feel like, again, it's the reason why I say on the VR side, I feel like it could be one of those scenarios. And again, he's continued spending money on it. Like, he thinks he's so deep that he has to like show people like that this is going to work. Right. When I just don't know, like, again, to me, like when I look at those kind of things, and like, I don't know if you guys have ever used the Apple AR version, but it's just miles like better in terms of like what you can do and like, everything you can hook up with it. And it really feels like, you're in your own area. I mean, you can do lots of I think that's obviously going to continue to grow with Apple, and they're going to continue to do many different things on the AR side. But I just think it's like miles ahead of like anything we have going on with, with VR at least.
Why I like Facebook is I think Facebook is probably the only company in the world right now that has actually used AI to generate real revenue.
Yeah.
Right? Because so if you're like a buyer of ads, right? Let's say you're an advertiser, you're a clothing brand, or you're selling vitamins or whatever, across all your major platforms that you can spend money on online right now, Google, Facebook, Pinterest, Snapchat, all of them, TikTok, etc. Facebook is the single best marketing channel in terms of return on ad spend online. Nothing comes 100%. Close. Nothing comes close. And so the reason they do it is they've really been doing this AI stuff long before it was cool. And
Hmm.
so in-house, their ad targeting engine is really good because of
So
AI.
good.
And it's really the only example of AI at scale that's generating billions of dollars in revenue.
Yeah. No.
OpenAI subscriptions, sure, I think they're at like 3 billion, but Facebook is in the hundreds of billions. Um,
Yeah. I agree with that too. I think one reason that is because like anybody can go on there that's never even run ads before, and they made it so simple that like literally anybody can run an ad on Facebook. It doesn't matter if you're selling something on the marketplace or you're going into the ad side of the platform and building out a small ad really, really quick to shoot out. I feel like almost anybody, at least if you take 5 minutes and like maybe watch a video or something like that, they made it so simple to be able to target certain users really, really easy for people. Like if you go to, any other platform, it's, it's a little bit more, in terms of like technical, it's a little more technical than say Facebook. But again, I think Facebook's just, they made it so easy for people to be able to do it. And especially on the AI side as well, to target people, that it's just like anybody can run an ad, like any average day person that has, maybe it's a small business, or maybe it's, again, you are selling something, like say you're selling say you have an RV and you're going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Like you can run ads through Facebook Marketplace and like what is that? Probably like 15, 20 seconds. So simple, so quick. And I don't think anybody else has made it that simple yet in terms of signing up and making an ad really, really quick.
Its interface is really easy to work with. All of
Yeah.
my entrepreneur friends, they all,
Mhm.
absolutely. Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram ads. Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, they also get, again, they're so good at like targeting the right people that usually you'll see a bigger uptick than even say you're like running ads on say like a TikTok or a Reddit or wherever it may be. Like they really
Yeah.
hone in on what you're doing there. And Instagram ads, especially on Instagram side for certain stuff, like they can go viral really, really quick, even outside the ad. Like once the ad starts pushing and people are actually like, if they're actually, interacting with that ad, like it'll start going viral with it's just on its on organic self, which is kind of crazy.
So what are the predictions? Let's do a quick, let's go around the room and make predictions.
All
Tavik,
right.
you're up first. What's your prediction, up or down, and by how
Oh
much?
man. So in scenarios like this, I like to say volatility is certain, direction is uncertain. Why do you have to choose me first? Honestly, you know what? Yeah. All right. Before I say that, I'll say this. In situations like this, almost every time I'm going to go with, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Take this with a grain of salt. All right, we got that out of the way. I would almost certainly every time do like a long straddle in this situation. Maybe a month out, right at the money, something like that. But with Microsoft yesterday and seeing how people can overreact, oh man, I'm gonna say bearish. I'm pretty bearish on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
get
a
that. I get
support
that.
line of around the 430 mark. Maybe, it might not be today, but in the near future, I'm gonna say something like that.
I think somebody went, dang.
The fundamentals are looking great though. Long term, yeah, there's no sense why this isn't, gonna.
Yeah, they went with a 364. Like they're really bearish. So, like,
All right.
Cap over there going with 364. That's a whole. That's a whole.
Is nuts.
Whole 30%. I mean, I guess it could happen. Like, obviously, people do overact. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Like, I would be very sad if that happened. But I, honestly, like the way I look at it right now is like I feel like if they do hit ad target, obviously ad sell spin. If they actually come in, on point on that, and the AI side, spending wise isn't terrible. And it's just like, okay, we can deal with that spending because it's not, overly aggressive. That's my only thing that goes. I think the only thing that really brings down Facebook's thing right now is if they're over aggressively spending on the AI and the VR side. If they're over aggressively spending on those two things, then I think that could bring the stock down, even if they do hit their ad sales. But I'm going to go with they're going to hit target on that. And then I think they can honestly beat ad sales target. And I think it's going to go up. But I don't know how much it's going to go up because the market's so wonky today. But if I had to guess, I'm going to go with like 487. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, 487. Dr. Kelly, what about you? Where you at?
I'm tending to think that it's going to go down a bit. I think there's going to be a bearish um, expectation because of what happened in the past couple of days with the outages. So I think they're going to have to pay for that. Now, just like we saw yesterday with Microsoft and how it fell, but then it came back up, I think we'll probably see something similar to that. So I'm thinking about a 6 to 8% drop in the current price is kind of what I'm thinking is going to get to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm the opposite. I'm going to predict an 8% up.
Okay.
Fundamental
So
show.
I'm taking the other. Yeah, I'm taking the other side of the coin.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
William, where you at?
Yeah, I think just because of how Microsoft did, even if the earnings was good, just the overall sentiment, I feel like it would not make it go up. So, yeah, I'm predicting. Wait, let me see what I got. I predicted it to go down like 8%, so like to 430, 435. That's where I was expecting it to land. That's where I put my numbers.
Man,
You got to
that's
believe in the gold chain. When a CEO is wearing a gold chain, there's
The AI chain.
the AI chain.
Yeah. So I mean, like at the end of the day, anything can happen. But like I said, I think the biggest way that they do 100% fall is if they're going way too aggressive on the spending side. I think the ad side should hit, like it should at least be that, but I think it's going to go a little bit above that. Again, I think the biggest thing is like, what is their spending looking like? And I think that's the biggest thing for Meta today in terms of like the driving factors. I mean, obviously you always have your like geopolitical stuff that's going on, but that's, always going on, I guess over in the Middle East right now as well. So like, there's always like stuff like that could like drag some things down. And obviously I feel like it dragged some things down mid-market today, but I feel like overall, like I said earlier, they're looking at a report. I guess they're looking to, analysts at least say they're looking for earnings per share of $4.74 on revenue of $38.3 billion. I definitely think they can hit that because again, last year at this time they had $31.9 billion with $2.98 of share open revenue. I think they can definitely hit that part. Again, I think for me though, like I said, it's the reason why it's such a big chance right now because the market's so weird that if they barely beat that, let's just say they beat the sales, its spending is way too high, then it doesn't matter. It's going to bring the stock down anyway.
Yeah, last 4 previous quarters beat expectations. I'm pretty.
Yeah, I love the beat.
That's typically, that shows a little sign of responsibility. At least, obviously, there's other factors that come into play. But yeah, no, I think Zuckerberg. I think he's not afraid to admit that he's playing the long game, and I don't think he's really showing that he cares if the stock does drop a little bit in the near future. I think he's playing for the long haul. Absolutely. So, maybe if you're confident enough, like a calendar spread, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot of things, obviously. Yeah. I mean, our game's just you guys predicting what's going to happen, obviously 30 minutes after market. So for everybody in the chat that's playing that game, then you have to just think, hey, I don't know where the hell the stock's going. So if you have multiple tickets, just play the high and the low, and hopefully you make out.
Hedge your bet.
I think it's the easiest way to do it. That way you both sides. Or if you're just very bullish, you can just go all bullish and be like, okay, I'm going to try to hit, within a certain delta point. I think that's just the two biggest things right now. It's like, hey, look, what's going to happen here? Nobody knows, but just make your best guesses. I'm going to go over really quick and show people.
Show people. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
A whole bunch of new people here.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. That way you guys can learn what we're doing here and just go over everything really, really quick. So if you guys are brand new, I'm going to share the screen here, and then I will let you guys in on how to make predictions really, really quick. Like I said, signing up. If you haven't signed up and you're just watching from the screen, you haven't signed up yet, make sure you guys sign up really quick. It takes you less than a minute to sign up. Once your account's made, you'll have predictions at the top. You'll have tickets up here. They'll show your tickets. You come down here to make prediction, and then you can make your prediction. For some reason, mine shows this, but yes, you can make it because I don't have any tickets. So if you don't have any tickets, it's going to show your share link. I don't have any more tickets because I just wasted all mine on predictions. But it will say, like, it'll let you make your prediction here. So if you do have tickets, obviously you can put in your number you think the stock's going to go up to or down to, and then you'll hit make prediction, and then confetti will fall, and you'll see it obviously on the chat as well. The ways to get free tickets that are super easy. So if you hit your login, today won't be a login bonus, but tomorrow when you log in, you have a login bonus. Make sure you guys get your login bonus because it goes up to 8 days, and every day you get more and more tickets that way. You get 10 tickets really, really quick by enabling notifications. Then you also get your one for Twitter. You get your one for YouTube. And then referral friend. Like I said, you get to hit referral friend, copy your link. You can paste that anywhere. It could be Discord. It could be your socials. It could be your family text messages. It doesn't matter to us. Every time somebody signs up, though, you get 5 extra tickets, and those are unlimited. And remember, you can also make unlimited predictions as long as you have tickets. But once you run out of tickets, which I have a ticket now. See that up there? So I'll make a low prediction since I've only made up predictions today. So I'll say we're going to go to 460 and I hit make prediction. It'll pop up and then boom, there you are. It'll show it in chat. Like I said, if anybody is, again, brand new and you're watching from, say, YouTube or anywhere else, just come on over really quick, stocks.com, make you a quick account. Or if you're just watching from the main page, you can still see this page without being logged in. Log in really quick. It's super awesome. It's super fun. Be the part of the community. And like I said, up here, when you guys win, your money will be up here in the top right, if that makes sense. The earnings, so the cash outs right now. So let's say you earn money today. The cash outs won't be available to be cashed out for like 3 days. So 2 to 3 days, pretty much 48 to 72 hours. Then you'll be able to cash out. We've had plenty of people win money. We've already cashed them out. Again, we just transferred over to Stripe from PayPal, because PayPal was giving us lots of issues with people making brand new, obviously, PayPal accounts. They wouldn't let us pay you guys out because they called it like, fraudulent or suspicious. So we switched over to Stripe to make it a lot easier. That way we don't run into that problem anymore. That way you guys can get paid right away. But yeah, like I said, it'll be about 72 hours after you win. You'll be able to cash out. But how you cash out, you come over here, see I have like $32. Mine doesn't count. But yeah, you'll just put your country in and then go through Stripes, connect your stuff through Stripe. So we don't win money though, by the way, guys. It's the people who are, working here, like me, Murdy, and William. But any of the content creators, any of you guys that are just playing will be able to earn money. We also just launched our earnings calendar, and this will continue to grow as well. I'll show this off really quick. That way you guys can, look through this. We have a lot of stuff we're working on with the earnings calendar. I know you guys are really going to like this. You guys can, let's just say you're, today aftermarket, we're looking at, certain stocks ourselves, but let's just say there's a ton of them too, by the way, as you can see. Today, tomorrow is like a lot. Let's just say it's like eBay, right? It'll show you everything here. It breaks it all down. You'll be able to listen to past calls. You'll also be able to listen to the call eventually live as well, straight on the website, which is super cool that you guys happen to go and do certain different things. There's lots of services out there that you have to pay for. We're making this all free for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy that. I know a lot of you guys are traders or investors. So I know a lot of you guys will nerd out on that, because I'll definitely be nerding out on this myself. Yeah, I think that's everything right now that we have, but we have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out over this next month. We're super excited for as a team. So like I said,
and then
yeah, you go ahead, Murdy.
Yeah, a couple of more things. So you can hit my referrals. So you can click on that drop down. And
you can also see referrals too. I forget about that. Yeah, if you hit your my referrals section, you'll also be able to see your referrals. You obviously can see your past predictions, those type of things too.
And then just lastly on cash outs, we're just waiting for Stripe to clear some money. So I think Dr. Kelly, I saw you were trying to cash out in the last hour. Just they will be delayed 24 to 48 hours while the funds reach Stripe. So we've made a large transfer to Stripe, and we're just waiting for those funds to clear. Yeah. So just FYI, there'll be a delay for 24, 48 hours, but Stripe will process it as soon as the money reaches there.
Exactly. So don't fear, everybody. We just switched over to Stripe, so it's gonna, obviously it'll take a little bit, but cash outs. The cash out system itself should be working really, really good especially in the next 72 hours, though. Awesome. That way Stripe has their funds on their end, and that way it's just easy transferring over.
All right. I think we're at 2 minutes, guys. Let's get our predictions.
Yeah, let's just get your predictions in. 2 minutes.
Okay, we got 1 minute.
2 minutes to get your predictions in. So if you guys are looking to snipe at the very end, though I don't think it's going to work as much. On Fridays, that can actually work, because Fridays we do usually like a crypto or something like that, or we'll use like maybe like a Tesla or NVIDIA or something like that. So it's a little bit easier to snipe on Fridays. But Monday through Thursdays we have earnings, and that right there makes it kind of like, oh, I don't know if the stock's going to go up or down. Obviously, if you do your research, you're like, okay, you're confident in maybe the stock going up, so then you put your stuff going on the upside. But it's still a guessing game. So we got 1 minute left to make predictions, and then 30 minutes after that.
Yeah,
Which
just
is
60
Super,
seconds.
super awesome.
Put my referral code out on my story today. I have 0
Nice,
referrals.
nice.
That's crazy.
Hey, it happens sometimes.
Can't trust
man. It happens
them,
to
man.
the best.
Can't trust
Isn't it? That's it kind of hurts a little bit. You're like,
Stings.
yeah. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes, honestly, it just over time, it's just like people they see the game like more than once, and they're like, okay, I'm really going to jump in. It's usually, honestly, for most people, it takes more than one time for them to want to join in. Usually it's like 3. They usually see the thing like maybe 2 to 7 times before they really join in. It's the same thing with ads. Like people usually have to see an ad more than once before they click on it. It's the same thing with this. Even though it's free money, people are like still like, I don't know what I gotta put in. Like literally, you don't put in anything. Like you literally sign up and you play. Like you don't have to put in your credit card. You don't have to put in money into the system. You do nothing. Like we're literally like doing the game show on our dime. So don't worry about you guys feeling like you have to put money in. So yeah, bidding should be closed now. I'm pretty sure, right? Is bidding closed? Yes, it is. Bidding is now closed.
Bidding is closed.
Now it starts at 30 minutes, guys, for you guys to be like, hey, have I won yet? That's pretty much what happens at this point.
I felt risky today. I put out 6 predictions today.
Oh, did you?
Yep. That's a first. I'm usually like a 2 kind of guy. So.
Oh, you put in 6 predictions.
We balled out today.
Nice.
We balled out.
I put in my predictions too. Don't worry. I think I had 4 in, so not bad. Could always be worse, but I think I can't make money. This is your guys' money.
We're dropping. I think Meta's going to drop earnings in 5 minutes, so we're going to see very soon.
I'll pull up Yahoo charts, that way we can see when it starts to fall off said cliff.
Dude, I just want to say Yahoo Finance still runs the finance world. Like
it really does, right? Like there's some good ones out there if you want to look at charts, obviously overall, but like if we're just gonna look at what stock price is doing, like right now is it. Like obviously people bought up a little bit here. It brought it from like 474 back up to 476.49. So I mean, maybe people are looking bullish. So we did have that downtrend right there. That was pretty rough, though. I thought honestly, when we hit this, I thought we were going to go back down to what it was earlier. But we'll see. Like I said, I honestly, again, I'm bullish on Meta just because I think they're ahead of the game, and especially in the ad space. Obviously, that makes up a lot of their money. The only thing that scares me, and again, I don't care for them to be spending money into AI. I do wish they would stop spending as much money into VR. And maybe if they want to do that, just go to AR. Then I feel like that's just a lot better area to be in. I feel like VR was like, mid 2000, I guess not mid 2000, but mid 20, like, say like 2018 to like 2022. I feel like that was like the area where everybody was like VR. Now I feel like it's more leaning towards, the AR side of things.
I think Facebook has AR.
Yeah, I like Meta because they're part of my autistic founder theory.
Yeah.
So I'm a strong buy here.
No, 100%. That's a part of
it. And personally,
CEOs with autism. It's just
only invest in founder CEOs with autism.
Yeah.
And maybe an exception for like a CEO with autism who's not a founder, maybe, but autistic CEOs.
That's when you actually do like the research, though. You don't have to when they're founder CEO.
When you have,
that's an auto yes.
That's when you have to.
Annual portfolio is like 462% on the year or something after he does that.
No, yeah.
I'm seriously considering redoing my entire portfolio. I just need time. I haven't had much time because, stonks takes up all my day. But when I do have time, I'm actually going to redo my portfolio based on the autistic founder theory, and I'm going to share it with everyone at Stonks on what I bought and why.
Yeah, I'm definitely wearing it because again, like I've always said, like a majority of mine, like 80%, I'd say like 75%. It's like 75%, 20%, maybe 70-30 of mine. I have to go back and look now because obviously markets go up and down. But like most of mine is either in the S&P 500, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000s. But obviously I do have stocks outside of that, like that are more, mainstays. But there is like I said, there's stocks out there that I really like that I bought into that I think is really great. Like when obviously one of those is like Palantir. I'm really bullish on them, like long term. Same thing with obviously like Tesla. I'm always bullish on McDonald's because all the kiddies go to McDonald's, and it's never going to go anywhere, and it pays a good dividend. I think there's just so many good ones out there that's like, okay, look, it's like kind of hard not to buy into. So I've been trying to diversify a little bit outside of just like those four bigger ones like the S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, and Russell. So I've been venturing out more and more and more over the past few years. And I feel like, I'm at a time now to I'm like Murdy on this end. I'm like, maybe I should start to move funds around, but also on the same time, it's like, time and time management too, like goes a lot into that. I just think we're in that time period. It's like, man, it's a good period probably to start to move some money around into different areas.
How many positions do you guys normally hold at a time?
20, 15, 20.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I think right now I think I have like 22. So it's not like a ton because I feel like I don't want to. Oh, there it goes, guys. It's lifting off like a rock. This is like
bring it home for the artists.
Let's go. They had the computer's buying right now. Computer just shot it up. So that means that's good. That is good. That is great. I don't know where the earnings would be at though. I know you have that system, Murdy, but I don't have that system to show earnings really, really quick.
Yeah, I can.
You want to share?
Yahoo Finance will usually.
No? Oh, okay. Does it?
Yeah, it might be hard. I'm not on my main computer right now.
Got it.
But there should be a press release. If you go on their investor relations website, you can usually find it.
Yeah.
Just type in Meta Investor Relations.
There we go.
Wow.
31st. That's today, right? It's earnings call. Press release, July 1st.
Guys, we're up 7.5%, right on the money.
You were right on the money though, Murdy. I was thinking up. I said, what was my guess? I think it was like 490 something. This is great. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I am happy to lose on the upside. So, as an investor, I'm happy to lose on the upside here. I am not sad to lose on the up.
Holy shit, I just made a lot of money, guys.
Woo!
Okay,
let's go.
Finally, after like 2 weeks of losing my skin.
Did you buy options?
No, but Meta is my largest position in my portfolio.
Okay. It's definitely not my largest, but yeah, it's I think Meta on my end is like, I would say like 7th or 8th. But yeah, I'm definitely doing good right now. I wish I would have bought options as I thought about it, but then I was like, okay, what happens? I'm just so scared about spending. So I was like, I'm not doing it. I can't risk it. But I was 100% sure they were going to hit on their ad rev. I don't see the press release yet unless.
Okay, Meta might help me find a new plane, according to Eddie. I might buy a new plane because of Meta. That's the spirit.
All right, if you buy a new plane, just you need to fly across and like pick me up for a little bit. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm in Phoenix. If anyone is in Phoenix here, and I am flight training. I'm trying to get my instrument trading done for my license. So,
am I the only one here that got options contracts that expire on Friday?
I didn't get any. I wanted to, but I didn't.
Oh, dude, I did with Microsoft, and then I did with Meta. So
well, I hope you went on the downside of Microsoft, or you RIP'd yourself.
Oh,
did you buy options or did you buy calls or puts?
A little bit.
Did you buy calls or puts?
Oh no, I went calls on both of them.
Okay.
So like it's but like still we'll have to see tomorrow what the overall.
I mean, as long as you didn't like. I mean, at the end of the day, if you didn't panic sell at all-time bottom there not all-time bottom, but bottoms on Microsoft, you would have made some of that back up at least.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, what's funny is like I bought the short-term Meta contracts and I bought the long-term Microsoft.
Got it.
So like, yeah, we got time. We're not We're not sweating one bit.
Nice.
Come back down.
Nice.
What strike price did you get for your meta calls?
Let me see what I did. Let me check this really quick. I usually get like right
At the money.
around, right at the money. And my interactive brokers logged me out for some reason. Awesome.
Yeah, you gotta love interactive brokers. They're the best. They're the best.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I mean, like, I've been working with them since October last year, and like, you have no idea the work I've put into like making a business account with them. And so
Yeah. Nah, like I said, interactive brokers is a wild one sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're knee deep in it, and the only way out's forward. So it's like, do I really have a choice? Like,
Yeah. Nah, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, sometimes you're just stuck.
I mean, I also have a Schwab account too, but
They haven't posted their earnings
That's
release
much
on my
better.
side, at least. It still just says webcast. Well, as soon as those are up, I'll pull them up. But for now, it's just webcast there. I'll redo it every once in a while. We've seen a retraction there, but to like 498, and then back up above 500 again.
where is it? I got some 462.5 calls. That's what I got.
462. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good call.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
That'll pay for your whole month of returns.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. It'll also make you your money back on anything you lost on Microsoft.
Or
Yeah.
Celsius, like me, if you're a Celsius holder.
Oh man, poor Celsius, dude. Like I see their ads all the time. Okay, let's see. EPS estimates. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the EPS estimates was 4.7. Yeah, and then priors were 2.9 last year. I was looking to see if they updated this side of things, but they haven't yet. It is still says webcast. It doesn't have your earnings released yet, at least on their investor relations yet side of things. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sweet. Here it is. Here we go. Okay. Beat, cost beat. Let's see, 13.4. Yeah, they beat. Yeah. Okay.
Can you zoom in?
Oh, yeah. I should probably do that. I forget it's so small. There we go. Can you see it now?
Yeah,
I made
much
it
better.
way bigger. I was trying to look at family daily active people. Obviously, DPA was 3.27 billion. That's still crazy, man. They have that many people. The increase of 7% year over year. That's not bad for how big they are already. It's like, man, how many more people can they, get out in the Congo or like way out like in like Antarctica at this point or wherever? They're just bringing everybody in. But I guess like nowadays you can get internet pretty much anywhere with like, Starlink or something like that, right? So in a lot of different places at least. So they're still growing a 7% year over year in terms of new people out there on the site.
I think a big one for them will be WhatsApp. What they do with WhatsApp and monetization. I know they really haven't unlocked WhatsApp monetization.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people use WhatsApp too.
Yeah. The remaining 3 billion that you, I think WhatsApp is the easiest way for them to capture them, and so there's totally a world in which 12 months from now they enable ads on WhatsApp, or I know they've tried with certain countries and stuff, but that could really like have another 50% boost in revenue by just adding ads on WhatsApp.
100%. Yeah, I do know also there was a thing last month they said that Threads has been growing again, which is good. That then eventually they could start doing a lot of stuff with Threads too, because I feel like they haven't really pushed it super hard yet, because I don't see it much on like Facebook that much, but I definitely see it on Instagram more. But again, like I said, I feel like they could push even their Threads app, and I know they've already been growing, but they could probably push it even harder and get it growing. I know they want to get it right before they start pushing it, because I know he said it's still technically in like a beta form, which is fine. But I am wondering how Threads will, do in say, 2 years from now, once they get out of, a lot of this growth stage, I guess.
Yep.
Average price per ad increased 10%. Dang. Average price per ad, 10%. That's great. Revenue total was 39.07. They definitely beat on that. Increase of 22% year over year. Revenue on constant currency basis would have increased 23% year over year. Costs and expenses, total costs and expenses were 24.22 billion, an increase of 7%. I think we already kind of knew that was going to grow. I was hoping we wouldn't see 10%. So I'm like, okay, that's whatever. Capital expenditures, including principal payments on finance leases, were 8.47 bill. Nice. All right. I mean, hey, I feel like they did great. Obviously, like, cash equivalents, market securities is at 58.08 billion as of June 30th, 2024. Free cash flow at 10.9 bill. I mean, hey, you can't complain there. The head count obviously still around like 70,799, which is obviously was a decrease. We kind of already knew that was going to be a decrease anyway, but still, 71,000 people as your head count is still crazy. So yeah, it's good to see, like, obviously growth. Like, they hit target. They actually came in above targets. Spending at least wasn't, a 10% increase. I know that was like a big factor. People were looking at 10 to 11% was going to be where people are like getting sick to their stomachs. At least it's only at 7%. I wish it could have been maybe like, 5%, 4%, but hey, whatever on that end, I guess, at least. But yeah, I feel like overall it's like really great earnings for them. And I'm happy about it. But look at the retraction. Look at this retraction, guys. And then back up again. It retracts, back up. Retract, back up. I wonder where it's going to set at, though, right? Like, we were at close. We were at like 475. I said what, like 486. One of my bids was 495. So, I mean, like I would have rather stay at, 510, but hey, we're always going to hit a cap and then come back down some at the end of the day. I'm just glad to see it near $500 again.
Hopefully it sits at 496.23.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, it's good because this is honestly, like, I wasn't even invested into Facebook at this time. I bought Facebook when it was around like I think it was around like the 150 area. Because I know it was like right around in here in June or July area. So it was around in there. I didn't get to buy the bottom because you're never going to buy the bottom. And if you wait for the bottom, then it always goes up and you're never buying in. So I was like, this is a great zone. Like, Facebook is a great company. I didn't see it going anywhere. Again, the reason why I was so confident is because, again, the ad sales and like they're way ahead of the game in anybody. Also, obviously, they have, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, WhatsApp. They have the AI side. There's just so much with them. Like I said, the only downside I don't like about Meta is definitely the VR side of things. And obviously some of the spin they do with it.
Didn't they hit like a 15p ratio at that point? I remember looking at it at that point.
Is somebody talking and it's like muffled or no?
Is it me?
I think it's you. Yeah, William. I think it's you. I think it's your mic. It might be your gain or something like that has went down or something.
How's this?
Yeah, better now. Better.
Yeah. No, but I think at that point it was like a 15p ratio.
Yeah.
So it was really cheap at that
It
point.
was great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was almost too hard to pass up.
Yeah, it was. And then now, what is it now? Like 50, 40p?
Yeah, it's up there. I can look on here, but yeah, it's up there overall. P ratio is 27.19.
Yeah, that's not like unbelievable.
But it's not terrible, even at this,
Yeah.
even at this spot, right? Like we talk about this, we talk about like Google today, right? Google today, went up and then it got bludgeoned again a little bit. But that's trading at like, a 21 PE. Like there's so many good companies out there that are trading honestly in really good areas, like where they could be at. Like, again, I think Meta is a great stock to have for years to come because I think they're going to continue to go up. Eventually they might get so high they do, stock split to let, the average day Joe feel like they can, because at this day and age, like you can buy, half a share or whatever it may be. But most people don't like doing that. They'd rather buy a full share. So obviously when stocks go up too high, just like with Chipotle, obviously they did it as well. At that point, you're like, okay, it makes it easier for the everyday, retail investor to invest into you. But I think overall, like, I feel like, Meta's a mainstay, and I'm sure you think the same thing, Murdy.
if I had to buy like 3 or 4 stocks and forget about it for 10 years, I would probably buy Meta.
Yeah.
I would buy Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and maybe 3 other autistic founders I need to find.
Yeah.
I would have
I'm
said
buying.
Amazon, but Amazon is no longer founder-led, so questions on
Yeah.
Amazon.
No, I get that.
Microsoft, Satya he's probably the opposite of autistic. He's highly empathetic, but he's not a founder, but he's done a great job. So,
He's done a good job,
Microsoft,
honestly. I actually like
yeah,
Microsoft's CEO a lot. I think he's smart. I think he
yeah.
he definitely puts a lot of thought into what's going on. So
He's
I
definitely
actually,
better than the Google CEO, right? So if you
oh
look
yeah,
at Sundar
100% better
and
than Google
Satya,
CEO. I feel bad because
um,
I'm like, man, can we get another CEO there?
yeah, I think Google really needs a new CEO.
I think they do too. Like,
What about
it's the
Nvidia?
stock is just so great and the company is just so great that I feel
Yeah.
like, man, you just need like somebody that can really catapult things and make people feel like, okay, like this is a great, thing to be buying into right now. Because again,
Yeah.
at 20 PEs is too crazy for Google not to be moving.
I know, right?
It's
William,
kind
we
of
need
sad.
to increase the volume on your mic, William. You're too
Yeah.
muffled.
Increase your either your volume or your gain. I don't know what kind of mic he's using, so sometimes the gain.
Can you hear me now?
Stay right there. Stay at that price. Right.
No, you sound muffled. It's
Yeah,
okay,
you're still
William. We
muffled
can
for you're
debug your
good. You're
mic
good,
later.
William. You're good, man. We're good. We're good. We can work on your mic after or whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I think when it comes to this stuff, again, like I said, I think Meta's definitely a good mainstay to buy into. Another one stock, honestly, I would still buy into, and like I know it's more of a risk, but Palantir is another one I would buy into.
Yeah,
and hold for 10
Palantir,
years.
Alex Karp, very autistic.
Yeah. I would hold that for 10 years, 100%, and like have no worries because I know they're going to go places. They're even, again, backed a lot by the, even they have a ton of stuff that comes in from the government, but now they're moving outside the government sector, which is a good thing. I know there's a lot of criticism for Palantir. The reason why I wasn't moving a lot is because like they had most of their stuff was, again, through the government. But now that they've moved past just government stuff, I feel like, in where they're moving to, I feel like I easily can see that stock just moving way, way higher in the next 10 years.
Yeah, I think Oliver in chat is saying Anduril, which is the defense company started by Palmer Luckey, the guy who founded Oculus and sold it to Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, problem with Anduril is it is a private company. If it was a public company, I would buy it.
That does stink, man. There's so many good companies out there that are private, and I'm just like, man, I'd love to like invest into them, but we can't because they're private, right? Like, man, does that like that kind of sucks when you have like some really good stuff. Who else had earnings after? Did MasterCard had earnings today or this morning? I can't remember, but I think it was this morning, right? Because they topped
this is why you can't trust all these like things. Like, look at this. MasterCard is saying that consumer is healthy, but yesterday somebody comes out and says, "Oh, the credit card swipe data is people aren't spending money."
No,
and so it's
I
so
see people.
hard.
I see people swipe. If I go to the store, the damn stores are always full. I don't believe anybody when they're like, people are like, holding and hodling their money now. Like every time I go anywhere, the mall, like any store, like anywhere, it's just packed. The roads are packed. Like everything's packed. If it was like, like that, then I feel like stores wouldn't be full. People wouldn't be making big purchases. Like people are still buying like, houses a lot, even with interest rates up. People are still buying cars like crazy with interest rates, up as well. Like I feel like, honestly, and it might piece some people off. I honestly think we're in a healthy space when it comes to the economy. I do think obviously there's some stuff that could be changed. Again, I think a lot of that's corporate greed. Right now, I feel like prices could come down 20% and corporates could still make lots of money in certain areas. Maybe there's some areas they wouldn't, but a lot of areas they would. I think right now we're seeing the after effects of corporate greed, not wanting to let go of that grip they've had over the last 3 years. I think that's the biggest thing we're doing right now because I just see so many people, obviously like look at MasterCard, like they're saying that, consumer spending's up and then it shows it's up. I would much rather look at stuff like that than I would somebody telling me like, on some partisan bullcrap that, spending's down or like, the economy's terrible. Like I do think there's like two different areas on the economy where some places are worse than others, 100%. But again, I think a lot of that comes from corporate greed though.
Could be.
I mean,
corporate greed means higher earnings,
and that's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get why, they don't want to let go of that because again, people are still spending it and nobody's really asking questions. They're like, oh, people are asking questions, but they're still just being like, oh, they're blaming on, whoever's in office or whatever it may be like that. When they should be looking at these companies and these companies CEOs and everybody who are still price gouging people and why they're buying, stuff wholesale a lot cheaper and still making hand over fist.
That's I gotta get something off my chest. This is why I want to buy puts on Goodwill, but I can't because it's not a public company.
Yeah.
Because they are gouging prices. Like I see people on like my social media feed talking about like going to Goodwill, them raising their prices. It's free. They have zero cost when it comes to.
I mean, they've always made good money though. At the end of the
And
day,
it's not a non-profit, right? It's a for-profit company.
Yeah, it's a for-profit. Yes. So I mean, they do it. The only thing they do, it's great for me at least when I look at it, is they do employ a lot of people that are disabled, which is awesome. But again, man, they make so much money that it's just like, come on.
You're gonna have to do more for me.
And they're paying these people like, I'd even be okay with it if they're like, okay, we're going to raise prices, but all this, most of this money is going into higher, pay for our, employees, and especially employees that are disabled. I'd be like, okay, I'm all for that then, right? But they're not. They're just, putting all that money into their pockets.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm like, when it comes to, things like that, like when I see someone post a picture of $50 pair of Jordans at Goodwill, I'm kind of furious at that.
No, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
There's someone who can't afford, nice things, and they, and then
Yeah,
Goodwill's just gonna come over. Nah.
Yeah, they actually have a website too where they sell like high priced items on auctions, like eBay. But it's their own place where they do their own auctions. I think it's like goodwillauctions.com or something like that. But it's actually, it's actually their site with their own like eBay built into the background, and you can like bid on like high price items. It's kind of crazy.
Schmucks.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, dang, they're out here making out. I guess another
Hey
thing.
guys, Jason, I gotta run, but why don't you finish out the stream?
Yeah. I'll finish this out. I'm going to talk about Carvana really quick because I think Carvana is a place to look for cars in like that space. I'm sure some people probably want to talk about that. But yeah, we'll see you later, man. It was great having you on. Make sure everybody say bye to Murdy in chat. Murdy is obviously one of the founders of the company here. Without him, none of this would be possible. So everybody say bye to Murdy. Again, guys, this is every day, Monday through Friday, usually around 3:30 to 4:30. You can bid from obviously all day long, all the way till then, but we have a live stream. Eventually, this site will look a lot different as well. We'll be having content creators on here. They'll have their own pages. So this will be like a content hub for the financial space, pretty much, with lots of cool built-in features for the financial markets. And like I said earlier, one of those things is like the earnings calendar. Anybody can use the earnings calendar. So if you go up here and click on the earnings calendar, let's just say you want to look at Lemonade's, stuff they had. Obviously, they had earnings. You want to look at Lemonade's earnings. It shows you everything. And this is free, by the way. You can listen to their earnings call for free. A lot of websites have this, and they charge you money. We're actually doing this for free. So another cool thing, make sure you guys take advantage of. You can add alerts. So if you want alerts on, you can do that kind of stuff as well. There's plenty of sites that they're charging, anywhere between like $25 to $100 a month for stuff like this. And we're doing for free. Hope you guys, use these kind of things. There'll be a lot more coming out. These are just some of the first stuff. We just obviously launched the site a few weeks ago. But again, we're going to be a lot of stuff changing. So, and we're super excited about it and got to have you guys on board. Make sure you guys remember, share your referral links. Click on referral and share it. You'll click on that, copy it, paste it in your Discords, paste it, your socials, wherever. And then every time somebody signs up, you get 5 extra tickets. And that's 5 extra entries that you can enter into predictions. All right, let's talk about Carvana really quick because we got 2 minutes. So guys, I don't know if you guys have looked at Carvana before or know about Carvana. I know some of you do, some of you might not. A lot of people look at Carvana. It is a different way of like selling cars, but people look at Carvana as like a way for them to look at, say, the car market and how it's moving. They had obviously a big downturn for a while. The new they brought in a new CFO as well. He's bringing in some new strategies to restore the growth and profitability because again, their profitability went, to the wayside once, prices started kind of come down again, and they really couldn't keep up. Did any of you guys keep up with Carvana at all, or any of the car market side?
I will say this. I bought a convertible Mercedes back in 2021.
Yeah.
And it was the best car buying experience I have
that's what I've heard. I've heard it.
Ever had. And everything was easy. They delivered the car where I needed it delivered, picked it up. I love the car. So the model is so revolutionary. I do hope their stock reflects what the value that they give to the customers.
Yeah, I actually think that too. I think they had obviously in 2022 they had a big downturn, and their model was kind of off at that point in terms of like where they were doing. They weren't like really changing anything from where they were already at. Obviously, again, they brought in a lot of new people, and they've been changing a lot of their ways to make obviously things profitable and obviously restore growth. Because what happened was they hit this mountaintop and then got pushed back down on their growth, and the growth just continued not to go up. It just continued going down and down and down. And in 2022, they had a big sell-off. We had really big highs. Obviously, had a record high. I think like 370 there, which is kind of crazy to think about. Honestly, at that point, it was obviously overbought anyway. We can be honest about that. I didn't think they have made it that big of a push yet. But I do think like now where they're at least, I do think we should start seeing, something like Carvana really take off.
All right,
and then obviously that's
seconds. 5, 4.
Yeah.
3,
Oh, come on, go.
2, 1, guys. I'm gonna stay on this page, and we'll see winners go live. We had 1,476 predictions. The winners will be up here in like a minute. It'll start to. It's calculating right now. The back end just calculates.
All right, now it needs to go back up for my options. Now it needs to go back up for my options.
Yeah, I put 495. So I mean, hey, I'll take it.
Jason, was this the largest number of people we've had? Predictions?
Oh yeah. Oh, today we had a lot of new signups today too. We had a ton of new signups. I think today I don't remember the exact number. I think it was like 600 new signups or something like today. So
that's cool.
We've been having a lot of good growth, which is great. Yeah, we had 1,476 predictions today. Tomorrow's another big day too. So make sure you guys share your referral links, get more people in. Remember, guys, as we grow, the prize pool grows too. So once we hit a certain number that we're looking at, I'm obviously not going to say that right now, but we are looking at a certain number, then prize pools will start going up as well. So make sure you guys are sharing. I mean, $1,000 is still awesome, but let's just say we get it to $5,000 or $10,000. That'd be sick too. So yeah, and like I said, it costs nobody anything. So if your mom's like, I don't want to do that because of cost or something, tell her no, and it's free. So she can literally just come in and hit prediction. She doesn't have to do no stocks really that much, and she can just hit the stock price where it's at then, and ride it. Maybe she makes some money that way too. Who knows? But it's free.
All right, let's see the winners.
Here he goes. Here's the winners. Let's go, Raj. Wait a minute. My winners are upside down, I think. Are they? What happened here? There's so many people. Oh, there it goes. It was taking a minute to calculate.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ash.
Oh, what is it?
The 250.
Oh, that's right.
Shigo.
250.
Shigo was second place. Healy with third place.
That's fine.
And then everybody else coming in. And remember, guys, you guys can win multiple times, so you can get a ton of money there. Woo! That's a lot. How many people actually? Oh, I'm in 198th place, guys. Let's go. Well, they have a lot of winners. Jeez, it keeps going. Okay. There's a lot of entries though. We could eventually refine this too. Like I said, guys, this is early days, so we are experimenting with how many winners we want to have winning, those kind of things, and like how we want to disperse stuff. Obviously, the top 3 winners win more than anybody because again, they're the top 3. So like gold, silver, bronze.
That stings.
Oh, you got. Oh no, that stinks. Remember, guys, we do this every day, Monday through Friday. The only days we don't do it is Saturday and Sunday. Markets aren't open then, so every day, Monday through Friday, and eventually in about a month or so, we'll have a lot of content creators that are creating content on the site, even when we're not live. So, which is going to be super awesome. So, as this thing grows, we're going to be the content hub for you guys to pick up all the things, information, be able to check earnings, do earnings calls, all kinds of cool stuff. So. For any of you guys this is your first time playing, we hope you guys enjoyed playing though. Yeah, that's crazy though. There's a lot of entries. Jeez.
I want another $1. Look at that.
Yeah, I can't. One of mine is 1,026. I was almost at the end down there. Oh my god.
184 cents.
That's what I get for going low though.
Well, the market stressed us out the past 2 days.
No, yeah, 100%. Yep, exactly. Man, that was awesome though, guys. That was awesome. It was good. It was a good stream today. Like I said, if you guys haven't, make sure to get your referral links, share them out there. Off my 5 cents. Let's go. Hey, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But at the end of the day, it'll show you this too as well. But overall, like I said, top 3 places, they take 50% of the money, and then everything else is dispersed depending on how many players there are. We're obviously going to be, we'll be experimenting with the prizes and winners and the how many winners and all that stuff. So we'll be experimenting with that as well. It is early days, like I said. So hopefully you guys come back tomorrow and play again for your chance to, again, like I said, first place always wins 250. Second place always wins 150. Third place wins 100. And everything else is spread out. So if you enter 12 times, you could win, X amount of money for, entering in 12 times, maybe coming in the money 12 times. Next time round down. Hey, it happens. I got 480 total. Hey, it's free money though, Jodger. Free money.
All right, that stock needs to go back up now. All right.
That's true, Eddie. That's true. You want to earn more money? Get more tickets. Let it be true. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll end it here. Like I said, if you guys are brand new to the page or brand new to the stream, if you're watching, you haven't made an account yet, make sure you guys make your account. You get free entries. And remember, another way you guys can get entries is doing your daily login streaks every day. Those give you free tickets. Enabling notifications gives you 10 extra tickets. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube for an extra entry a piece. And then obviously the extra every 5 entries for every friend or whoever makes an account really through your referral link. It was great. Yeah, tomorrow is Apple, by the way, guys. Tomorrow's Apple. We'll be talking about other stocks too because there's so many stocks having earnings tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow is Apple. Is going to be and as soon as this stream ends, we'll get it updated. You guys can already start making predictions if you wanted to, or you can wait till tomorrow when the stream's live. Doesn't matter to us, wherever you guys want to. Awesome. Thanks everybody for being here. We'll end the stream tomorrow at the same time at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific.